I'm breathing. Oh, I just pulled my wires. This is another full moon thing. All my technology is going bonkers on me tonight, or maybe I'm just getting very superstitious in my old age. Anyway, so we're going to start sitting really tall, let the shoulders soften, draw those bellies in, and just find a comfortable seat, allowing the eyes to close. And we start here with our 3 deep breaths. So inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Long in-breath and deep full exhale. And once more inhaling and deep full exhale. Soften the shoulders, lengthen the neck, create a little bit of space in the body. Sit a little taller. And when you're ready, we're going to go straight into our pelvic floor. So keeping that lovely long, straight back. We're going to squeeze and release, squeeze and release, squeezing and releasing, squeeze and release. 10, release. 9, release. 8, release. 7, release. 6, release. 5, release. 4, release. 3, release. 2, release. Last one, release. And then we're going to pulse a little bit more vigorously. So just pulse, 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 pulse. Just pulsing, 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 pulsing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. And then we're going to do our regular lifting, tightening, hold, relax, release, let go. So just messing with the brain here, doing these in reverse. So when you're ready, I want you to lift up, tighten, and really hold the muscle of your pelvic floor and fully relax, release, and let go. Lifting, tightening, holding, and fully relax, release, and let go. Lifting, tightening, holding, and fully relax, release, and let go. Lifting, tightening, holding, and fully relax, release, and let go. So just 5 more like that. Straight spine, soften shoulders, lifting, tightening, holding, and fully relax, release, and let go. 4 more, lifting, tightening, holding, and fully relax, release, let go. 3 more, lifting, tightening, holding, and fully relax, release, and let go. 2 more, lifting, tightening, holding, and fully relax, release, and let go. And once more, lifting, tightening, holding, and fully relax, release, and let go. And then lengthening tall, keeping that softness, that really calm breath, just as though your baby is rising on the in-breath and softening on the exhale. Just breathing deep and full here and keep that lovely sense of ease. When you're ready, from here, we're going to drop the right ear towards the right shoulder, letting the weight of the head release any tightness or tension or stress from the neck. And then we come to center. And then we do opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. And slowly coming to center. And then we allow that chin to lift up, lengthen and lift, stretching high. And come to center. And chin comes right down onto your chest, lengthening at the back of the neck. And slowly to center. Eyes open, arms face each other, taking right over left. Inhale, reaching high up into the fingers, and slowly draw those arms down. Inhale, reach and stretch a little bit higher, and slowly and gently releasing. And once more, lengthening up and gently release. Uncross the arms, opposite arm comes over. Same thing, inhale, we reach, and exhale, release. Inhale, reaching, and exhale, releasing. And once more, we lift up high, and we release. And we uncross the arms, place the hands on the knees, and just big, juicy shoulder rolls here. And a Sinead Mac, if that pulls in your pec, don't worry about it. Only do it feels good. Otherwise, just doing nice, big circles here. And opposite direction. And then hands a little wider than the hips. Float the right arm up and just hold a side bend here. Get that space between your ribs and your hips. And we're doing 3 deep breaths. So inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. And once more, lovely long in breath. And exhale fully. And slowly come all the way up. Let that arm come down. Opposite side, reaching high. Stretching over, soften the shoulders, lift the chin away from the chest. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. Inhaling and exhaling. And once more, it'll be long in breath. And exhale fully. And slowly come all the way up. And just taking your hands, all the movements tonight, just slowing down the pace, really trying to connect with our heart and our little baby and drop all the nonsense. We're just going to just gently circle around, leaning forward, rolling back, just giving me lovely big circles here, moving those bodies, circling round. And then we go the opposite direction, circling, creating that space. And coming to center. Now, one hand to heart, one hand to baby. Breathe in. And exhale fully. Lovely long in breath. And exhale fully. And once more, inhaling. And exhaling. And release. Then if you're sitting on your ball or a chair, come to the floor. We're going to lengthen both legs out in front of us and just go for little ankle circles here. Take your time if you're moving between your ball or your chair, whatever you're doing. And then just point the toes back towards you and flex the feet away. Again, pointing them towards you and lengthening away. And once more towards you and away. Now, if your pelvis is bothering you, don't take the feet wider than hip distance apart. If you're feeling good, we're taking a nice wide straddle here. And you're going to inhale, lift up really tall, turn and twist your body over the right leg. Again, my sore pelvis is you'd have a narrower grip or narrower stance, the same movement. Turning and twist over the right leg. You're going to lift your left arm up and reach as far down the leg as you can. That might mean you get your knee, your calf, your ankle. Some of you may get your toes. So your left hand is reaching as far down the right leg as you can. Right hand is just out behind you, supporting your spine, and then you're going to go forward. So more realistic version, pregnant version, this might be something like this, and then letting the head come down. For those of you who are a little bit more flexible, maybe smaller bumps, maybe good flexibility pre-pregnancy, just surrendering down here. 3 deep breaths. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. Lovely long in-breath and exhale. And once more, inhaling, exhaling, and slowly coming all the way up. Same move opposite sides. Just take your left hand behind you this time. Turn your torso over the left leg. Right arm reaches up, and then you stretch as far as you can. It might be your knee, your calf, your ankle. Those are a bit more flexible, might get the toes. Where you get doesn't really matter, but just soften the shoulders, let the head come down. Keep those feet flexed and breathe deeply here. So inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Lovely long in-breath and exhaling. And once more, inhale deeply and exhale fully and slowly coming all the way up, turning to center. Okay, so building on that, again, my sore pelvis is this is your stance. Everybody else, with the legs wide. You're just going to slowly and gently take the left heel, slide that heel in towards your bum, opposite leg is out nice and long. And you're going to turn your body over the bent knee. So my left knee is bent, I'm turning over my left knee. Both hands each side of the left knee. I soften my shoulders. So the narrower grip one is much closer on this, it's much more difficult on this. If you're a little bit wide, you have a bit more space. And then I'm just going to surrender down. Now the big belly, so my over 30 weekers, the bump is going to get in the way. For those of you with a bit more space, just surrender down as though you're taking your forehead to your knee. Again, the pregnant version might be this, but let that head go. Go to where you can. 3 breaths here, inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Inhaling deeply, exhaling fully. And once more, inhaling, exhaling. Crest, come all the way up. Keep that left leg where it is. Turn over your right leg. This time, both hands are going to stretch down. You may get your knee, your calf, your ankle. You may get your toes. Soften the shoulders. And what I want you to feel is your spine stretching. So it's all going to feel, if you're tight in the hamstrings, that's where you're going to feel it. But I'd love if you got a little stretch through your spine here. Let the head come down. Inhaling deeply. Exhaling fully. Inhaling. Exhaling. And once more, lovely long in breath. Deep full exhale. And slowly come all the way up. Brilliant. So we're going to do the same thing to the opposite side. Take your time, straighten out that left leg. Take your time, slide the right heel in. So heel coming in towards the groin. Again, it'll be a closer version of this for my sore pelvises. Non-sore pelvises, keep it nice and wide. Turn the torso over the bent knee. Hands each side of the knee, soften the shoulders. And just surrender down to wherever you can. Your baby will tell you how far you can go. Your baby plus your own flexibility. Surrendering down at the head melt. Drop those shoulders and breathe here. So inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Lovely long in breath. Exhale fully. And once more inhaling. And exhale. And then slowly come all the way up. Turn and twist over the straight leg. Both hands reach up and extend. Again, knee is perfectly acceptable, as is the calf, the ankle, the toes, wherever you can get. Drop the shoulders and let that head hang down. Have no expectation how far you go. You're just stretching. All we're doing tonight is stretching and breathing and resting. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. And once more, lovely long in breath and deep full exhale. And slowly coming all the way up. Okay, so from here, my sore pelvises, I want you taking both knees in. I'm just going to take the knees slightly to one side and center, and opposite side and center. Okay, that's all you're doing, just rocking little by little, side to side. Everybody else, we're going to take the soles of both feet in, holding around the toes, and just slowly and gently flutter the knees. Now, you'll know straight away, if this isn't working for your amazing pregnant body, go back to this version where you just rock one side and the other. Those of you feel good, we want to stretch along the groin, little stretch of the hips here, and just flutter those knees. Nice gentle bounces here. So my sore pelvis, keep going with your version. Everybody else, a little bit of pressure, elbows against the knees, chin to the chest, let the head drop down. Where I want you to feel this is the from the neck right down towards the bra strap. So head is hanging down, and you're inhaling deeply here and exhaling fully. Inhaling, exhaling fully, and once more breathing in and exhaling, and slowly come up. Hands come each side of our knees. Just take your knees back. We're all just going to just gentle rock side to side. up those knees. Again, for Claire or anyone whose lower back is hurting, this is a good one. It can be hard to sit like this with the bump, but it's good for releasing the lower back, particularly when there's a fully grown person sitting in your pelvis. And then when you're ready, we're going to come onto our hands and knees. And to do that, just swing your heels to one side and then come up onto the hands and knees. Swing is probably the wrong adjective there, or wrong verb there. Move slowly and gently your knees to one side would be a nicer way to say it. My room of pregnant ladies. So on your hands and knees, and again, we're not lifting the heart rate. This is all supposed to be just slow and gentle and mindful, tuning into what your body needs most tonight. We're just going to rock and sway. So think about the sway as though you're just letting the body just rock side to side. And then we're going to roll. So roll out those tight lower backs and opposite direction. So Jill or any of those little baby who hasn't gone head down. Actually, Jill, I should have mentioned in those previous ones, bending forward with a head up baby is very difficult too. But if your baby is not head down after 30 weeks, get on the floor. As Jill says, go wash the floors and spend time on the hands and knees. And then draw your little baby in, press your hands into the mat, suck baby in, arch and round, high as you can. Separate the shoulders, draw your little baby in, rounding all the way up. And as you exhale, bum sticks out, eyes look up towards the ceiling. Again, we press into the hands, we draw the babies in, we separate the shoulders, arching and reaching and rounding. And slowly and gently releasing, letting that tailbone stick out. And once more, draw the babies in, press into your hands, suck the tummies tight, arch and reach and round. And slowly and gently releasing, bum sticking out, eyes looking up. Taking it back to a flat spine. My sore pelvis is keep the knees hip distance apart. Everyone else, you're going to open those knees nice and wide. You're going to walk the hands forward and you're going to sink the bum back. So same movement with hip distance knees for my sore pelvises. Otherwise, you're stretching forward and sinking back. Energy into the fingers. Bum dropping back to the heels. Stretching and reaching as far forward as you can. Letting the bum come back and lengthen. So really trying to imagine that you're letting the belly and the baby just melt into the earth. So stretch a little further forward, sink a little further back, and then even letting the head go down. And then we'll do our nice 3 deep breaths here. Inhaling deeply and exhale fully. A very long in breath. And exhaling. And once more, inhale deeply and exhale fully. Slowly walk your hands back under the shoulders, hands by the knees. Suck your baby in, chin to the chest, and round up. So rounding up slowly, gently, with control, head is last to come up. Left hand to the base of the spine, fingers just coming to the floor behind you. Right hand to the left knee. And we gently twist and look right back over that shoulder. Twisting, twisting, twisting. And slowly come to center. Draw the belly in, twisting opposite direction. So looking right back behind you as you twist and twist and twist. And slowly come to center. Once more to each side. Nice gentle twist. Just really undoing the kinks, the tiredness, the tightness of the week. And center. And last time, last side. Releasing, letting go of tightness or tension. It's really being in your body, being with your breath. And come to center. Now you can take your knees back to hip distance apart if they were wider. Come forward onto your hands and knees. Going for a little bum pie and hip stretch here. So you're going to slide your right knee up to your right wrist. If you're experiencing pelvic pain, stay like that and just slide the back leg back. That's a really good posture for sore pelvises. If you have no pelvic pain, woohoo, that's great. Open the shin. So your shin is coming parallel to the front of the mat. Okay, so shin is out, my front is coming forward. Then we'll all stretch this straight leg back behind us as much as we can. I'm just going to do a little rock side to side. Just moving our bodies, rocking side to side, softening the shoulders. And then we need to drop the elbows down. Shoulders are soft. Maybe let the head come down to the earth. Shoulders away from the ears, lengthen out that lower back. And 3 deep breaths here. Inhaling and exhale fully. And just inhaling deeply. Exhale fully. Once more, inhaling and exhaling. And then slowly press the hands, walk the hands back up and in. Let your pelvis be heavy as the one behind you, pressing those hips forward, and just stretch your right arm up. No need to look up, just stretch it up only as far as feels good for you tonight. Everything is gentle here tonight, guys. And release it down. And left arm, just lengthen it up. Keep your gaze forward, no need to look to the thumb, just sinking the hips down, stretching high, and gently releasing. When we come back out, we're going to press the hands firmly, slowly slide that back knee in, slowly take the front leg back, one knee in, one knee out. We're just going to roll out those lower backs, get that blood flow in around your baby, releasing the hips. And then we do the same thing opposite side. So left knee comes to left wrist. Again, my pelvis is you would straight away just slide the opposite leg back. Those of you who pelvis are fine, open the shin, so square out the shin parallel to the front of the mat. Lengthen and stretch, straight leg back, heavy hips, nice, sinking through the pelvis, and then drop down onto the elbows. Soften the shoulders, let the head hang down, let the head just melt fully into the hands. Square the shoulders, square the hips, and sink down. Slow, deep in breaths and deep, full exhales. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears, squaring out hips and shoulders, letting your little baby just melt towards the earth. Soften, surrender, and release. And then slowly pressing into the hands, heart lifting, shoulders softening. Again, just making sure you're not falling to one side. Very, very easy to do that. Keep the shoulders and hips square. Leading the left arm this time. Just stretch it up. No need to look towards it. Keep your gaze neutral. Just stretch that arm up and release. Opposite arm stretches high and releases. And then we come back out by taking the back leg in. The front leg goes back. One knee in, one knee out. Press into the hands, draw your baby in, arching high. Gently releasing. Draw baby in, arching really high and releasing. And then from here, just sit back, bum on the heels, just remove the wrists here for a moment, just stretching at the quads while we move those wrists in opposite direction. And then we're going to come to lie on our back. So once we come to our back, you won't be standing up again. So if you have hoodies, blankies, socks, pillows, slide them in close to you now or take a moment to get them. And when you're ready, then come to join me lying on your back. So no rush. Keep that energy nice and calm and just think about really releasing the body. And those of you who are feeling tired today, really kind of sink into all of these moves, letting go the whole time. So taking your time, but when you're ready, joining me lying on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Feet are about hip distance apart. I'm just going to gently rock the knees to one side. Squeeze your waist, squeeze your baby, come to center and rock the knees the opposite side. Claire H, this should help your lower back and to come to center. So keep your lower back working towards the floor. Baby is in and just gently tipping the knees to one side and center. And last time, last side, little rock and center. Now extend your fingers from the ceiling. You're going to press your feet into the floor. You're going to lift your hips and baby right up towards the ceiling. And as you do that, stretch and extend the arms overhead. So lifting the hips up towards the ceiling, arms stretching overhead. Lift those babies up, engage your butts, and then slowly place each vertebrae down. And as you place it down, draw your arms all the way up, all the way up, all the way up till those fingers come towards the ceiling. Bum comes down. Get a little rock of the pelvis. Press the feet into the mat, and we peel up lower back, middle back, upper back. Come right up onto the shoulders, pressing your hands overhead into the floor, lifting the hips towards the sky, engaging the bum muscles. Press into the feet, lift those hips up, and then fingers go towards the ceiling, and you curl and release, each vertebrae coming all the way down. Brilliant. Let the arms relax down by your hip, right leg stretches up, flex the foot and reach as high up the back of the leg as you can. That might mean you can just like grab your calf or your thigh or grab your traction bottoms, and then you can reach a little higher, reach a little higher. Again, the whole way through this class, as you inhale, visualize your baby rising, and as you exhale, that little baby snuggling into the body. Inhaling, belly rising, exhale, belly softening, and just really heel to ceiling, toes towards the face, lengthen that leg out. And then from here, my sore pelvises, just bend that right knee and hug it in towards your armpit. Everybody else, cross the right ankle over the left thigh, let the knee fall out to the side, and then lift that left thigh up and draw in. So you're getting that lovely bum stretch here. So drawing in, stretching out to the side, softening the shoulders, and just breathing. Deep full in breaths, long, slow exhales. Slowly and gently return your foot, uncross the ankle, opposite leg lengthens up, flex the foot, and just reaching around the back of the thigh, calf or ankle, heel to the ceiling, toes towards the face, lengthen that leg in, soften the shoulders, stretching it out, and breathing deep full in breaths, long, slow exhales. Keep the heel to the ceiling, the toes towards the nose, drive the heel away, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And then when you're ready, my sore pelvises, just bend that left knee and use the arm strength to take it towards the armpit. Everybody else, cross the ankle over the thigh, reach around, get that hip stretch. So releasing bum, thighs, and hips here. Drawing in, soften the shoulders. Again, little mantra of inhaling peace and exhaling, releasing. And then return your foot to the floor, uncross the ankle. Suck your little baby in like you're hugging it in, and just gently pick both knees up. And we're just going to gently rock forwards and backwards as though we're massaging our lower backs into the mat. And then we're going to do very gentle circles here. And then we go opposite direction, all very soft. And then experiment at this, just one knee forward, one knee back, like you're bicycling out the knees. But what you really want to feel is the lower back releasing into the earth. So my tired lower backs, this is for you guys, just soften, relax and release. And then return your feet to the floor and take your time and just rolling on to whichever side is comfy for you. So avoid lying on your back with your legs straight out. You want to be lying on your side if possible. Ideally the left side, but that's no pressure. You work with where works for your body and your baby. If you have your pillows, blankies, socks, hoodies, snuggle up here and now. And allow the eyes to close. And really surrender. So full moons are a time to totally relax, release, and let go. The energy drives us up, but really we need to surrender and drop everything, let it all go. None of it matters. So we're going to start our rest here with 3 deep breaths, inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. And once more, inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. And then just bringing your awareness to, I'm going to talk you through a quick body scan here. You have the chance to join in, bringing attention to different body parts and then releasing them, or drifting off, having a little nap, doing what works for you. So as you feel your whole body heavy in contact with the mat, notice your breath, belly rising and belly softening, inhaling peace, exhaling, releasing. Bring your attention to your feet, softening your feet, noticing your ankles, feeling your calves, your knees and thighs. Taking that energy right up around the pelvis, feeling your hips, your butt cheeks, and the pelvic floor. So that whole lower body, from your amazing bum muscles all the way to the tips of the toes. Let's feel that now. And if you can, tighten your butt cheeks, squeeze your thighs, feel your knees tightening, squeeze your calves, tighten your ankles, maybe even squeeze your feet, tighten and squeeze and freeze, and then fully relax, release, and let go. We're going to do 3 deep breaths here as we surrender our lower bodies into the earth, letting go of tightness, tension, or stress. So we're going to inhale deeply, exhaling fully. Lovely long in breath and exhaling fully. And once more inhaling and exhale fully. Taking the awareness through the spine, lower back, middle back, upper back. Just imagining each of those little vertebrae from the tailbone right up, base that skull. And then noticing your belly, your lower belly, really low down in the pelvis, your middle belly, those belly buttons bursting out, upper belly, pressure up under those ribs, diaphragm, noticing your chest, heart, your lungs, and really feeling that each in-breath, those beautiful little babies rise on the in-breath and allow them to soften as you exhale. Inhaling, bellies rise, and exhale, bellies soften. And once more, little babies rising and softening. And then if it feels good from your chest right down to the pubic bone, just try and clench and tighten the muscles. Like you're squeezing that baby in towards you. Tighten the tummy muscles, hold it in, squeeze and hold and squeeze, tighten and freeze. And then soften, relax, and release. Letting your belly soften completely. Little baby relaxing. Heart, chest, and lungs softening. Shoulders to the tips of the fingers, just lengthening, surrendering, relaxing, releasing, and really just letting everything go. So giving permission to the upper body, from the shoulders, the tips of the fingers, through the spine, belly, chest, shoulders, everything just melting and giving permission to surrender and soften into the earth. Slow, deep in breaths. Deep, full exhales. Awareness in your jaw, your neck, your mouth. Feeding your cheeks. Noticing your nose, space between your eyebrows, your eyes, your forehead, and right into your scalp. And if it feels comfortable for you, tighten your lips, clench your jaw, squeeze your cheeks, wrinkle your nose, squeezing the space between your eyes, your eyebrows, your forehead, your scalp, tight to squeeze, squeeze and freeze. And then soften, relax, and release. Feeling the scalp softening, relaxing your brow, soften the space between your eyebrows. Now the eyes really soften and release. Cheeks relaxing, jaw, mouth. Melting, softening, and surrendering. Bringing peace, ease, and stillness right through your body, crown of the head, tips of the toes, feeling your belly rise and letting your belly soften and surrendering, relaxing and releasing, and allowing your amazing pregnant bodies melt onto the power of full moon. Stay where you are, nothing to do here but breathe, and I might see you Saturday or else into next week. Thank you so much.